Hey, welcome back to another Megiddo Gaming video. So, I was looking at my like to dislike ratio in my last video, and unless my Neverwinter followers do not want to see Fallout content, which they may or may not, I would say those dislikes are because you've played since the patch rolled out and you are not happy. I'm with you on that. Like I said, I'm all for the two-shot explosive nerf, and that might be the dislikes I was getting because I'm for it. But I also don't like when an update rolls out and there's a bunch of other bugs that come with it. And, I like the things that they're trying to do, but when it affects my gameplay more than it should, there's a little bit of a problem. So, let's get into what's going on. So, I can't figure out what's going on. I don't know if it's a server issue or if it's a weight issue or what. So here's what I ran into. Weight management, I can understand. They made a tweak so you can't have more than 1,500 over your carry capacity. So other things might have gone wrong when doing that. And one of the things I noticed is my bobby pins. They weigh more again. So the patch before this one, they were supposed to be made 0.001, which they did. So I've been stockpiling bobby pins. Why not? They weigh nothing, right? Log in, they're 0.1 again. And some people said that's just a visual bug and that they actually don't weigh that much, but I could tell when I took the pins off and put them back on that it is showing that there's a difference in the weight. The other thing that affects the weight, which is really weird, are my perk cards now for some reason. So if you have any perk cards like Pack Rat or Batteries Included or anything that's supposed to manage the weight of the items you carry, you may have noticed that sometimes those cards don't seem to be working. Now, when I'd go back to the main screen and log back on, it seemed to fix itself. The other thing that's messing with the weight, and I have to do some more testing, but it seems my armor that has legendary prefixes that affect weight of chems and ammunition and stuff, those don't always work. And it seems like I have to go back to the main screen and back on, and it'll work again. But then something comes out of left field, and this could just be hearsay, but one of my buddies who has, that Sentinel set where you can stand still and you take less damage, he was saying that now it seems like he is taking damage as if he is wearing regular armor, not even by weapons that are staggering him and causing him to move or anything like that. And bear with me, this is all going to tie into something else, which I think is going to be the main issue with this. It's hard for me to pinpoint what it is, but I think I'm getting there. The other thing is my mutations. Sometimes they just turn off. Sometimes they seem to not have as many negative effects or may have more positive effects, and it has nothing to do with strange in numbers or if I'm in a team or not or anything like that. I've tested different things. But yeah, sometimes like my marsupial will just cut off and I can only jump normally. Now if I go back to the main screen, log back in, everything seems fine. But I can't find what's actually triggering it. There's been no perk changes or, any changes that should cause that to happen. So, what could be the problem? Well, here's a completely unrelated situation. Now, I think this is an issue that's been going on for a while, and maybe you could let me know down in the comments if you've encountered this, where you'll go to a workbench and the GUI won't pop up. It'll just show you doing the animations, whatever, and you back out. Now, I want to add this. Sometimes when I'd back out, it actually wouldn't back out. It'd keep doing the animation and I'd have to dashboard, but I think that's been going on for a while. But back to what I was saying. When you back out, I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll go do other things, because usually that's just a problem with the client speaking to the server, whatever. I was doing something and it took 5 minutes for that GUI to pop back on. So I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, okay, well, aside from weight management as one of their updates, they also did fixes to server stability, which would be how stable the server runs, especially within communication between the client and the server. So with that 5-minute gap, but other things working, other things not. Could that be what's causing my issues with my perk cards and my armor and like my buddy's armor and things like that? So the bobby pin seems to be an issue in itself. I don't know what happened there. Maybe they were testing something and they inadvertently rolled it back. But it seems like whatever they did to fix server stability, and they did fix it. I played for 7 hours yesterday, and only 4 times did I drop connection. Now, I haven't tested server stability or frame rate drops when it comes to the Scorched Beast Queen. I'll have to do an update video on that. But I think the key problem is what adjustments they did to server stability is what's causing a lot of these issues. I could be wrong, but hopefully that's just an easy fix. We can get that done and move on. I don't know what they're going to do about the bobby pins. That's whatever. But when you fix one thing and too many things go wrong, what can you do? You could make a test server. Juicehead talked about this in his latest video. Now, the only problem I have with doing a test server is the fact that now we're having to put resources to building the test server because you have to have access to certain items. It has to be regulated differently. You know, it's a completely different process. Of course, they're going to have more servers separate from their main servers. Are they going to do like Neverwinter just did, and where you do a secretive test where only certain people can do it, and that's how they can test new content? You know, how are you going to implement that? My thing is if you're going to put out a patch. That patch needs to be tested fully. A hotfix is completely different. A hotfix is what they need to do now to fix whatever they messed up this last time. Then when they do the next patch, take some extra time, man. You've got people that are willing to go through what's already there as a problem. If you could take the time and fix those problems without causing more, that is what people are looking for. You know, I have expressed clearly I'm upset by how the beta was executed. Don't execute the patches poorly too, because then the player base suffers, they quit, and you have no one to play your content, and then you're forced to make dumb decisions like releasing Elder Scrolls early so that way it can come out just as bad. So please slow that down. Don't let that out yet. Don't kill all of your things right away. Now, that being said, like I said, server stability seemed to be fine, but it caused other issues. Let me know what you've encountered so far. Are there any bugs that have arisen since this patch that weren't there before? Are there any bugs that are still going on that you wish they would address? How do you feel about the 2-shot explosive nerf? Do you feel it was warranted? Are you really upset about it? Are you like some of my friends that may not come back till everything's patched, or may not come back at all? You know, let me know what you think about that. Me personally, I'm going to keep playing it. 1, so I can test more things to give you more information. 2, because I love the Fallout franchise, and I'm already so engrossed in this game I don't think I could stop. It's the only one that seems to catch my attention because there's just so much content to this game. A lot of people are saying how bored they are, and I'm like, have you done everything? Have you explored everywhere? There's a lot to do. But if they can address this, and I really hope they do, because, you know, rumor mill is that they're like trying to quiet down all the people that are complaining about the problems with the game, and it's just like, it doesn't matter. People are gonna know. You've created a game that where you walk into proximity to someone, they can hear you talking. The world is spread through the gaming community, the forums, Reddit. You're not going to be able to quiet it. So your best thing is to not focus any resources on quieting the community, because they're going to be as loud as they need to be until you fix the issues. So take your resources, take your time, fix the issues as they should be without creating more. But first and foremost, put a hot fix in quickly, because this is the type of stuff that's going to create a mess of people that will have nothing to do with your company. And you're lucky, ZeniMax, that you're privately owned. You don't have a lot of investors. You don't have to make everyone happy. But in this case, you need to make the people playing the game made by Bethesda very happy, because they are not. Me, I don't know, maybe I'm a glutton for punishment, but it doesn't seem to bother me as much. Let me know what you think. I'm going to keep playing, and I'll see you out there. Alright, here's that 10 seconds you get to stop that automatic play button, or you could click one of the 2 videos on here, or like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.